Okay, should I insulate myself from this bro OSR shit or can't swear on YouTube. Sorry. Or should I buy it? The th- Here's the thing about this stuff. I've had this all happen before. I had it happen with retro gaming. I had a lot of fun talking about old video games from the 70s and 80s. And then the riots started and people started coming in talking about ACAB and all this stuff. And when you told them to go F themselves, then they wanted to burn your account down. So then everybody had to pick a side. You were either going to listen to everything be about hating cops and burning buildings, or you were going to talk about, you know, Super Mario Brothers and and say, you know what, it's not nice to burn other people's stuff. So it split everything in two. And what happened? The community as a whole is lesser for it. There's less communication, there's less sharing, there's less money being exchanged hands. Your customer base, if you're a creator or a retailer, gets split in half. And now you get it with the bro OSR shit on this side. The same thing happened with me in war games, BattleTech, Warhammer, all the same leftist idiots. And I'm sorry, but it is. It's I you know I'm taking my side. I don't care. And whenever I said, well, you know what, maybe I should be the bigger person, or not all of them can be that fanatic. So I'd let the bio with the pronouns follow me and all that. And all I got out of it was flagged all the time. The German government stuff, all that crap. So insulate in the interest of self-preservation, preservation of the account more accurately. I just, if you remotely look like you're sympathetic to something like that, or you're, I just click you off. And it's not because I'm so, and then well, you're the intolerant ones and you're the blah, blah, blah. No, it just gets to the point where, is it worth the risk to have somebody following you that potentially simply hates you over an opinion? And now it's not just a political opinion. Now it can be an opinion in a game. This whole nobody said anything anti-Semitic. Period. End of discussion. If you believe something anti-Semitic was stated, you don't know what any of those words mean, and you're just looking for a fight. And if you're somebody following me on any of these social medias and you believe that this Jeffro guy was some Nazi for saying what he said, then block me now or tell me so I can block you, because there's no discussion. There's no way to, you know. I got I posted a link to a blog, and we're right back at Twitter where that instantly gets you, you know, some negative thing. And I'm trying to make something of this account for, yes, for business purposes, for making money. And I don't need these little fanatic commies, or these libertarian freaks that do this shit too, or whatever you call yourselves. That, well, I'm not, like that one guy. I'm all about, fighting discrimination against whites, but if you dare, the Jews or whatever, I don't give a shit about any of that stuff. Uh, I don't, but so, or you can defy it. Are you passionate enough about the hobby or about the politics or both or whatever to say, look, man, if you just keep running away from it, it'll just keep encroaching on everything. It's not, they're advancing every time you go, well, BattleTech's ruined. You can, I saw people say that. BattleTech's ruined. They ruined it. Okay. I'll never play it again. Don't bother with it. Just give up on it. All right, fine. Then they've done exactly what you say Their objective is get into a hobby, whether they like it or not, start talking about how it's, some racist thing, make a bunch of changes, demand things from the creators, and shut out anybody that doesn't agree with them. Okay, so you're just going to let them take all your hobbies away from you? Because that's what they're going to do. So, what do you do? But the difference between them and people who aren't them is they're this homogenous hive mind. They're highly motivated, they're highly interconnected, and they will work together to achieve the ends. And everybody else is like, I just want to grill. And there's nothing wrong with I just want to grill or I just want to be left alone. The problem is they ain't going to leave you alone. So they're going to keep pushing you and pushing you and pushing you. And if you just keep stepping back, then pretty soon you'll be standing around wondering what the hell you're going to do with yourself. It ain't going to be playing any of these games because they're going to ruin them all for you. So I don't know. On one hand, I look at just absolutely anybody who even hints at being sympathetic with those folks. I'm just going to block and not talk about it. But that's not going to make it any better. That just might shield me from it for a while. It reminds me of that I forget the author's name, but first they came for the socialists, but I didn't do anything because I wasn't one. That kind of thing. I'd much rather see it defied, but in order for it to be defied, there has to be a common front against it, and there has to be as much dedication and energy at pushing back against it as there is coming from it, and that doesn't exist right now. So choice B, I think for a lot of people, is just to insulate from it. But that divides this already very narrow group of people into smaller little chunks that won't be as entertaining and won't be as lucrative. So, whoever comes on that, now I guess got to say something personal. Now that I've said my piece, but as far as people coming on and coming off this thing, if the fact that not every book on my shelf isn't perfect, or not every hair on my head isn't, I really don't think that should. If you're judging people that way, then you need to reevaluate yourself. I think people come on and come off of this stream so quickly because they're probably monitored. Maybe it sounds paranoid, but I put down a link and I got hit with all this bullshit. It's evident that they're out there trying to remove everything. So maybe the people that come on and come off real fast do so because they're just saying, well, let's see if he's saying something that I can, flag him for. Anyway, whatever. Nobody's here, so see you later. Jesus